just in case. I'm Regine. I'm the COO of Smart VAs, and we have with us. Yes, Adi. Baka gusto mo introduce yung sarili.
Kala ko may ano, may guest tayo
O
eh.
special guest na hindi mo alam.
Biglang nag-guess eh. Yan. So I'm Adi. I'm one of the coaches here in Smart Face Academy. So I have a course here in Smart Face Academy, website design and management. So if you are interested in that course or in that skill, visit smartfaceacademy.com. And yeah, I'm also the learning and development lead here in Smart VAs as well. So yan. And ang pag-uusapan natin ng topic natin for today is very, very red flag. Joke lang. Very
Nauso
interesting.
yan.
Di
Hindi ko
ba?
alam ba't nauso yung red flag, red flag. I think
Red
sa mga
flag. Ano yun sa
relationship with,
relationships?
yeah, correct. So,
Yeah.
yung mga red flag sa buhay natin, medyo nag-trend yan for a while, di ba? Na parang,
Um,
ano ba yung mga red flags na dapat we should be on the lookout for. But less exciting siguro yung for today because we're not gonna talk about relationships, obviously. We're not gonna talk about your boyfriends or your girlfriends or your exes, right? We're going to talk about clients.
yes.
Na clients. Akalain mo yun, Adi, even clients would have red flags. And I'm actively looking at TikTok right now, and I also have Facebook open on another browser. If you've had any experience of clients with red flags that eventually turned into clients that scammed you in a way, for lack of better terms, right? Feel free to drop your story on chat. For us to also go through that experience with our audience, because ultimately our goal at Smart VAs Academy is to be able to equip you with what you need to be able to be a successful freelancer, not just with inside Smart VAs or through Smart VAs, but also in your journey with another agency, or if you want to go direct to client. That's always the goal. That's why we go live sa academy other than the courses, of course. At saka na-bother ako. I'm at home right now, so na-bother ako, dami kong print. Happy Saturday sa walang tulog. Grabe yung print, ah. Ayan, medyo dumadami na ang ating viewers sa TikTok. Happy
Okay lang ba
Saturday.
yung audio sa TikTok? Kasi naka-on din yung speaker ko. So
Shout
baka
out.
nag-auto
Happy
siya.
birthday. Uy, comment kayo sa TikTok if hindi nyo kami naririnig kasi, or if okay yung audio kasi
May ano ba?
naka-mute yung phone ko para hindi mag-feedback. Happy birthday, Arjim! Oh, hindi pa nagsimula yung topic. May shoutout. Happy birthday, Arjim Bara. Happy birthday. Thank you for tuning in. Wow. Kala mo live sa radio. Thank you for tuning in talaga. Okay, so for today, thank you. Thank you, Anna, for checking the audio. Yes, nag-reply si Ana Budolera. Team member namin yan sa SmartBase. Sumasama yan sa
No.
live namin. So they're checking the live for us. Thank you. Sige, let's talk about our topic. Meron pa akong secondary topic for today na I asked Adi and the team to prepare for then. Uy, sino nag-aayos ng audio?
Ako.
Kahit naka-share screen ka.
Okay.
O, di ba? At least alam nyo talaga na live kami. Because if hindi kami naka-live at recorded to, hindi nyo makikita yung mga technical challenges namin na ganyan.
Yes.
Yes. Happy Saturday ulit. Medyo dumadami ng ating viewers sa TikTok. So let's talk about red flags. I know hindi ba yata napopost? I actually created content for one of our social media pages that talks about red flags or ano yung mga signs to look out for you to know na baka delikado yung client, because I think it's not naman a hidden truth, or it's not hidden naman that there are freelancers um who actually experienced being scammed? And ano ba yung mga scam na yun? Not getting paid,
Mm.
ah, even mga nag-a-ask ng ano 'no, ng payment, may mga gano'n 'di ba
Oo.
at parang pinagbabayad
Before ka pumasok, before ka
correct. So
nila tanggapin, ganyan.
kailangan magbayad ka muna and then hihingan ka ng personal information ta's magiging identity theft na pala siya. So yun yung
Mm.
mga usual na naririnig namin na scam. And you know, in at Smart VAs what we value integrity and I don't like also pretending that I'm such an expert in everything that we talk about. And I think it's no secret then if you're a regular viewer of our live that my experience as a freelancer is through Smart VA. So I never had the experience of other freelancers who'd speak about how they actually experienced being scammed. So majority of the things that I will be sharing are based on the stories that I've heard. First hand naman, hindi naman chismis. Medyo sa akin naman diretso kwento. So valid naman yung kwento. I'm not sure with Adi. How about you, Adi? Meron ka bang actual experience na ikaw yung na-scam?
Actually, ano, eh, ang dami ng ganyan nung ano, eh, nung pandemic. Lalong nag-boom yung mga ganyan. 'Di ba pandemic na nga, tapos may mga gano'ng pang situation, may mga gano'ng pang issues na may mga na-scam sa kanila, mahirap na nga yung situation nung time na yun. May mga nag-i-scam pa din or may mga clients pa din or may mga tao pa din na nagte-take advantage sa mga taong naghahanap ng work online, 'di ba? And yung time na yun, very cautious ako sa mga gano'n. Kasi simula ano pa lang, eh, simula third year college, nag-freelance na ako, freelance writing 'yun. And meron akong isang group na nasalihan na, about writing din siya or writing 'yun. Before pandemic pa 'yan. Tapos yung experience ko is pinagsulat nila kami ng tatlong 1,000 article or 1,000 words article na very technical din naman. So medyo mahirap talaga siya gawin. And then, anong nangyari, nung pagkapasa namin, hindi na namin sila makontak. So yun yung nangyari sa akin, yung experience ko. So parang from that time on, parang naging aware na ako um, na maging cautious sa mga ganong situation na ay dapat meron kaming agreement muna or meron akong fallback kung mang-scam man siya or hindi dapat fallback eh dapat ano eh aware ka na sa mga situation na for example hihingin agad yung output mo tas walang initial payment for example or wala kayong contract or wala talagang anything na from their end. So dapat ganun pa lang aware na kayo and cautious na kayo. And siguro ngayon, ngayong time na after na ng pandemic or nag-boom na talaga yung freelancing and yung virtual assistant. Siguro mas naging mas naging aware na din yung mga freelancers and virtual assistant na dun sa mga ganong scheme, 'di ba, nung mga nanloloko na gano'n. Pero yun yung experience ko kaya naging cautious na ako. And then meron din akong experience. Siguro ikaw may kwento mo rin yun, Miss Rich, kasi kilala mo yung yung ganong client din. Ito naman more on the tawag doon, the the event na nangyari nung din ako nung nasa isang freelancing. Parang freelancing siya eh. Tawag dun, pagka gano'n, hindi siya agency, eh, pero direct to client siya pero madami kami dong VAs or madami kami dong, gumagawa ng mga tasks na Filipino din, 'di ba? And, yung red flag dun sa client na yun, bigla na lang silang nagpa-layoff ng mga, ng mga
Oh, yeah, I know
oo,
that. Tama, alam ko nga yung
'di
kwento
ba?
na yan, yes.
Yun yung red flag dun sa mga ganong client na
Pero Adi,
bigla-bigla na lang.
matagal ka dun sa client na yun, 'di ba?
Matagal po,
And yung isang ka-teammate din natin who worked with you before Smart VAs sa client na yun, she was also with them for years bago
tagal na din.
nagkaroon ng problema. Oo nga 'no, that's also a red flag na kasi parang I think you've been hearing na may problema, eh.
Mm.
naririnig-rinig na nung mga
Mm.
freelancers or the group na, who worked for that client na parang alangan, nagde-delay yung
Mm.
sweldo or nagkakaproblema yung Wise ba yung gamit niyo nun o
Ano,
PayPal? Parang
PayPal, oo.
lagi nang may gano'ng issue. So 'yan, so isa-isahin natin ang ganda nung mga kuwento ni Adi kasi ito talaga, si Adi talaga yung naka-experience. Again, ako nga, yung mga mashi-share ko is yung mga 'yan, yung mga kuwento na naririnig ko from our team, at Smart VAs and also through research, para din alam niyo what to look out for because that's our topic for today. Again, the goal is, to keep everyone informed and tsaka magugulat kayo, even agencies get scammed.
Mhm.
Even agencies get scammed. Hindi porket Smart VAs is an agency, ay exempted kami from the scam. Hindi siya nararamdaman ng team because when you work with an agency or for an agency, medyo may safety net ka because you get paid even if hindi
Mm.
magbayad yung kliyente. So, yun yung isa sa mga perks, 'di ba? But I think in what I've been handling, parang 7 clients na yata yung, nasa listahan namin na hindi kami binayaran. And
Oo.
one of those clients, actually, Adi's aware of this, one of those clients owes us to date, to the tune of, kayo masyado magugulat, $7,000. Hindi nila kami
Grabe.
binayaran. And we paid the virtual assistant. Smart not, hindi ako. The company, SmartBiz, paid the virtual assistant. So, if you think about it, swerte pa din yung team, no, Adi, that they actually still got paid because if um nangyari yun sa'yo, when you're direct to client, wala ka ng habol. So, yung
Mm.
kinita mo na yun, wala, sayang yung pagod mo 'no. Imagine the number of days and the number of hours na nagtrabaho ka, wala na. So, ano nga ba yung mga red flags na yun, for you to avoid clients like that? One of the things that andiyan pa ba si Adi?
Yes po.
Okey, nakayuko kasi
Nagko-comment
si
lang ako sa Facebook
okey. Kasi
para may
sorry,
engagement.
medyo cautious ako sa pagpo-post ni Adi kasi hindi ako makapasok kanina sa StreamYard para
Sa
makapag-live yan kasi
internet.
walang ko internet sa bahay. Talaga of all days 'no. Ayun, nawala tuloy ako. So, ano ba yung mga red flags na yun? So, again, a lot of, these would be based on our experience. We're not saying it's 100% true. But if, as a freelancer, you have, red flags that you also take note of, please feel free to drop it in the comments so that we can help other freelancers and aspiring freelancers. So, one of the things that I've read and I've heard, for you to know if a client is a red flag, not necessarily a scammer, right? But let's talk about
Mm.
red flags, is if the client is asking for too many personal information. Yan ang number one. Be
Mm.
careful. Red flag number one, be careful of clients who are asking for too much or too many personal information because it's not necessary. It's not. A scam or a red flag is not necessarily always monetary. It can be your identity being used. Identity theft nga. So, number one yan na
Mm.
red. Wag na kayo magtuloy with the client if yung personal information mo hinihingi. Or well, technically kasama yun sa contract. But beware kung ano yung lagpas na sa border. I'm sure you'd be able to know. Trust your gut. Maraming kliyente, trust your gut. Wag kayo, I know sometimes when we want the job so much, 'di ba? Um, bigay lang tayo ng bigay. But
Mm.
no, baka medyo pagsisihan natin yung desisyon na pagbigay mo ng personal information.
Lalo
That's
na
my
yung may mga ID pang hinihingi, gano'n, 'di ba? Hindi mo kailangan ng ID na for government, gano'n.
correct. Sometimes they
Since
pretend lang 'no, the client, they pretend to
oo,
be someone offshore or they pretend to be a client, but in reality nandito lang pala sila sa Pilipinas or ayoko magbanggit na ibang bansa baka red flag ako, baka sabihin sabihin stereotype ako, ayoko muntik na ako magsabi ng ibang country, my gosh. Yeah, nandito lang pala sila sa Pilipinas tapos kasama pala sila dun sa mga companies na ano na Natawa ako sa sarili ko kasi muntik na akong magsabi ng kanta, hindi ako maka-move on. Sorry, wala pa tayong tulog from yesterday. Yeah. So be careful. Don't give too much personal information because whatever the intention is, that's a red flag.
Mm.
That's number
Yes.
one. How about number two, Adi? Meron ka bang number two?
Number two siguro, since nandun na din tayo sa mga before ka pumasok dun sa client, mga ganyan. Syempre yung ano, nanghihingi ng payment, nanghihingi muna ng initial payment sa inyo para daw ma-send nila yung full payment sa inyo after nyong gawin yung task. Parang ganun. May mga nababasa din akong ano horror stories sa mga freelancing ganyan na ano, na mga page na nanghihingi muna ng initial payment sa kanila kasi nga hindi daw makapag-send kapag walang initial payment na ganito, ganyan. So parang kapag ganun, dun pa lang alam mo na magbabayad ka tapos, 'di ba? Ikaw na nga yung nanghihingi ng trabaho, ikaw na nga yung nanghihingi ng task sa kanila. Ikaw pa yung magbabayad. So dun pa lang alam nyo ng ano, red flag yon or parang may scam din kayo sa mga ganon. And um, alam ko may ano din may experience din ako na ganyan na dati parang kasi kapag naghahanap ako ng freelancing task, kung saan-saan lang din like yung mga sites na like sa online jobs PH and may mga other sites din ako pinupuntahan dati na hindi ko na matandaan pero freelancing sites din siya and all. So parang walang mga wala kasing mga safety din 'yon. Parang safeguards when it comes to
Mhm.
um, mga ganong bagay since direct kay sa client makikipag-usap, ganyan-ganyan. So may na-experience din ako na ganon dati. So syempre wala din akong pera since college ako nun. So hindi rin ako nagtuloy, hindi rin ako nagbayad. So muntik lang, 'di ba? Muntik lang akong
Pero kung may pera ka,
ma-fall sa
aminin
ganon.
mo, magbabayad
Oo,
ka. Will fall
'di
into
ba?
the kasi
Kasi
especially nung time
magaling din
correct,
silang
magaling silang
mag-spill.
mag-convince.
Oo.
Especially nung time na yun, hindi pa masyado uso. I think ngayon medyo aware na yung mga freelancers, yung mga kapwa freelancers natin na hindi dapat magbayad. Pero nung time before, parang papabayad ka talaga kasi gusto mo ng trabaho eh, 'di ba?
Mm. Yun
Good
yung
tip, good
mahirap.
tip. Ano na, say no na. Kahit wag na kayong mag-reply. Ano na yan eh, sure na. Uy, bakit sabi ng
True.
Smart Face Academy sa Facebook, tip number two daw. Tip number two na dapat. Tip number one, papa-edit na.
Ayan, tip
Grabe yung
number
live
two.
ng grabe yung live ng walang tulog, pati yung comments. Nagkakamali nagta-type dati ng comment. Tip number two, yes, be careful. Be aware of clients who ask for initial payments. Don't give money. It's not necessary. Especially ngayon na we
Yes.
have other platforms for you to get paid. Don't fall into that trap. And since we're talking about, Adi spoke about this, I'll transition to tip number three. Adi shared kanina na kung san-san lang kasi siya naghahanap din ng work. 'Di ba? Make sure that when you look for a freelance job opportunity, you also consider the platform
Yes.
that you're utilizing to look for a job. So tip number three is know your platform. Use a trusted platform. And I know, and I think in the content that I recorded for our pages, I shared na I know there are platforms that would actually require a cut off of your pay. That's
Mm-hmm.
fine. That's
Yes.
fine. It's for your safety and security, right? There's a
Mm-hmm.
reason why they require a certain percentage from the pay that you get because they get to verify clients
Yes.
for you. But just because you're in a huge trusted platform doesn't mean you won't get scammed. Because I saw a video, I follow a lot of freelancers in their journey. And I saw a video. She uses a how do we mention the application and not be tagged? Uh, she uses a platform with a green logo. Bahala na kayo
Yeah.
mag-decide. She uses a platform with a green logo. Um, even there, if a client has a low, ano sabi niya, unverified?
Mhm.
If
And
if a client is unverified, hindi siya nagtutuloy. Kahit mukhang legit, kasi matagal na siyang freelancer, matagal na siyang direct to client freelancer na project-based because nga of the platform that she decided to use. Um, Hindi niya pa rin kinukuha. Ang dami nag-o-offer sa kanya. Pinakita niya, I wish I saved the video para we can share, no, um for everyone's knowledge. Pag nakita ko, I'll share it. I'll have the team share it sa Smart VAs Academy and Smart VAs team na sinabi niya unverified yung account. So, since you know that you trust the platform, get to know your platform also. Ano yung mga
mm,
signs to look out for in that platform? And I can't list it down in the tips kasi depende yun sa platform eh. Depende sa platform na pipiliin mo to utilize when you look for jobs as a freelance.
yes, freelance.
Hi Mars Glaze. We have a shout out
Hello.
on our comment section on the Blue app. Natuto na mag-live sa TikTok. Ay, super funny. May sinabi si Lexi on the Blue app, yung nagpa-test task. Ay, totoo to. Nagpa-test
Oo.
task ng walang bayad pero ang gusto. This is very
Sobrang, 'di
true.
ba?
This is very true. Meron talagang mga nagpapagawa nito. And I think this is very similar to what Adi shared, 'di ba? Na nagpasulat
Mm,
ng article, a very technical article, which is something that they actually can utilize or use already. Tapos biglang goodbye.
yeah,
Yeah.
wala
So the
na.
the key here is watermark. Watermark.
'Yon.
Lagyan niyo ng maraming watermark yung
Mm,
mga ginagawa niyo, especially if hindi pa kayo paid. If hindi pa kayo bayad, wag kayong masyadong bigay ng bigay. I know kasama sa gusto mong gawin is magpasikat, 'di ba? Para tanggapin ka nung client, but protect yourself also. Watermark. So, tip number
yes.
4, ang bilis ng tip number 4. Wala kaming script ni Adi, by the way. Wala kaming usap-usap. Tip number 4, watermark.
Yes, and then meron din akong nabasa diyan sa isang group na ano, na nag-send siya ng ano, ng portfolio niya. Tapos, pati nung mga previous outputs na, and then yung currently kasi parang may pinagawa din sa kanya yung prospect client niya. Tapos nagalit yung client na yun na bakit daw may watermark, ganyan, or parang it's unprofessional, ganyan, ganyan. Parang yung trust daw ganito, hindi siya na-reciprocate, parang ganun. So parang nagalit yung client na yun. And ang response nung freelancer, nung VA na yun, is hinayaan na lang niyang mawala yun din yung prospect na client
Yung
niya.
client,
Since
yeah.
dun pa lang, di ba, red flag na.
Red flag,
Di ba?
correct, red flag. Technically, yung tip number 4, I know you see there, utilize watermarks for your projects. Yan naman din talaga yon. But just to go in line with our topic na parang ano ba yung red flag, is, ang red flag talaga doon is, don't, wait, let me compose myself. Ang hirap pag di tayo nag-practice, Adi, ah. Um, ano nga yung red flag? Paano ba natin i-phrase yung red flag? Red flag, don't submit or don't fall into the free work or test task trap. Yon! Oh, I was able to compose that.
Yan.
Tip number 4, instead of utilize watermark, we'll replace that. Tip number 4 is, ano yung sinabi ko? Sabaw na sabaw ako,
Di,
sorry guys. Tamo pati si Adi, di niya rin na-capture. Um, oh my
siguro
gosh.
be aware with clients na ganun.
O, 'di ba hindi mo no, be mindful of submitting free work. Be
Yan,
mindful
free
of
work
submitting
and
free work. Yan, that's your tip number 4,
test
for
task.
red flags, for clients that may scam you. Yung mga test task, huwag tayo masyadong todo bigay, but utilize the watermarks that you can utilize so that, you can protect yourself and the work that you do. Yan, be mindful of
Yes.
submitting free work. Yes, that's tip number 4. Contract, syempre we spoke about that. Pero alam mo yung totoo lang, kahit may kontrata ka, kaya ka pa rin naman takbuhan ng kliyente mo.
Oo.
'Di ba? Kahit may agreement kayo, kaya ka pa rin takbuhan at kaya mo pa rin takbuhan yung kliyente mo. I know we're talking about red
Mm.
flags of the clients, but there are also red flags ng mga VAs na nang
Sa
sa
mga
scam na.
VS.
So, hindi natin then masisisi yung clients if they want to be careful. Do you have additional red flags that you can share, Adi, for tip number 5 as we continue to talk about this topic?
Siguro ano na, since tapos na tayo dun din sa ano sa initial um, part
Application,
ng
yeah.
pag ano, 'di ba? Doon naman tayo sa pag meron ka ng client, for example, or nandun ka na sa situation na ayun,
Pumili ka
nakuha
na
mo na
ng
yung
client.
client,
Yes.
oo, nandun ka na, nag-work ka na din. Ano naman yung mga red flags sa kanila na dapat din makita mo, 'di ba? And maiwasan mo din um, as a freelancer, as a virtual assistant. Siguro ano, one common red flag din is parang poor communication, 'di ba? Kapag meron ka ng client, syempre client mo na siya and then nagpapagawa na din siya ng mga tasks sa inyo. So isang red
Mhm.
flag doon is hindi siya nakikipag-communicate ng maayos sa inyo. Parang wala masyadong communication na ano, 'di ba, na two-way. Parang ikaw lang yung nakikipag-communicate, ganyan and all.
Submit ka lang
Although
ng submit,
that's,
'no?
oo, 'di ba? Submit ka lang na submit pero sila or siya parang um, wala masyadong kino-communicate sa'yo. So parang red flag siya in a way na kasi madali lang siyang ano madali lang siyang or madali lang para sa kanila na iwanan ka since walang walang relationship between the two of you, 'di ba? So yun yung red flag doon.
So, tip number na tayo. Tip number 5. Yes, we're at tip number 5. Be careful with clients who do not communicate well with you as soon as you start working together. Uh, I think just so that you know, kasi you're already in that contract, 'di ba? Mamaya hindi naman pala scammer yung client, naging busy lang, ginudge mo na agad. Just so
Oo.
that you know how to handle things like that or scenarios like that, you can actually be open to your client. I haven't heard from you in a while.
Mhm.
It's already becoming concerning from my end. I hope we can schedule a call if you'd prefer, right? You can schedule a call so that we can discuss what's happening, what's causing the lack of feedback on your end, because I want to know if I'm doing the right thing for you. So there's always a good way to say it. And we have a question on TikTok from Yan 2024. This year, I mean, parang school year, 2024, 2025, do you have any idea what are the niche na maganda yung hindi saturated? Alam mo yan, this is such a good question, as we transition from our topic. And feel free to drop questions if you have any as we stay on live. Etong question na to, ang ganda niyang tanong kasi wala siyang direct answer. I hope you don't
Mm.
get this wrong, yan, because it would actually depend on you, eh. I think the general question here is the VA agency saturated. The answer to that in the general sense is no. No, kasi madaming clients
Dami pa.
at marami din namang VAs, yes. But what you can do, ikaw mismo as a professional in your skill set, ikaw lang din yung makakapagsabi nun. So if
Mm.
we say, for example, hindi saturated yung podcast, pumiyok pa, podcast management as a skill, not a niche. Ha? I know the question is a niche, but if skill set, kung kunyari ako as a coach, I'll say, mag-podcast management class ka kasi yan yung in demand ngayon. Yan yung hindi masyadong saturated. I can't just say that if hindi naman fit sa'yo yung podcast manager na role. Kasi
Mm.
kahit hindi saturated yung niche or yung skill set na yun, hindi ka pa rin magiging successful.
Mm.
If hindi yun yung forte mo. If hindi yun yung
Yes.
passion mo. So, the question really goes back to you. Yan, what do you want to do? What's your passion? Where are you passionate about? Or what do you like doing? What do you enjoy doing? And then we ask questions from there. 'Di ba? Na
Yes.
parang, okay, if you like social media, great. Ano yung forte mo sa social media? Mahilig ka ba sa kotse? Mahilig ka ba sa pets? Mahilig ka ba sa bahay? And then you get to identify, pang real estate pala ako or,
Mm.
pang restaurants pala ako kasi ang gusto ko palang ginagawa na social media content ay, F&B or food and beverage industry. So that's how you actually identify your niche by not thinking of ano ba yung hindi saturated. Saan ba kasi I think the mindset here is, saan ba ako mas madaling makakakuha ng trabaho? In the freelance world, I'm a true believer na it's not just that.
Yes.
Finding a client that you actually uh like what you're doing para maging successful ka for you to have a good output. Yan. So I hope that helps yan. Um
Yes.
Let me know if you have follow-up questions or if hindi ka masyado na-convince sa sagot ko.
Kumbaga sa statistics, 'di ba, mas malaki ang chance mo na mag-succeed if gusto mo yung ginagawa mo or 'di ba, or if passionate ka dun sa ginagawa mo.
If
Um,
focus talaga siya.
Setting aside, 'di ba, yung ano, yung saturated or anything kung madaming VA, hindi yun eh. Kasi kahit naman sa business, 'di ba, sa labas, marami ng business na may katulad na ganito, ganyan, pero may mga nag-i-stand out kasi gusto nila yung ginagawa nila or
Yeah.
um, passionate
Therefore,
sila about the thing. Mm.
yes, correct. Oh, like for example, 'di ba sa dami ng online courses that are available right now, sobrang dami
Mm.
ng marunong mag blue up ads or
Mm.
it's so hard to mention platforms when you're live on multiple platforms. Yeah, so let's just use social media ads for example, right? Ang dami namang talagang marunong mag social media ads. But kung ikaw sanay ka dun sa audience na um for non-profit, right? If that's your forte, di ikaw lang ang makakagawa nun. Or not necessarily
Mm.
ikaw lang makakagawa nun. Doon ka mag-excel. So, alam mo na kapag kumuha ka ng client na non-profit, alam mo magiging successful yung campaigns mo as a
Yes.
ad specialist. So, yun yung connection dun. And sabi niyan, I agree po, yun talagang you love what you're doing. Kumbaga nag-enjoy, yes. Because it's not going to be sustainable if you're doing it just for the sake of getting paid. Especially in the
Yes.
freelance world, I know we work because we want to get paid. Kanina lang galing ako sa group of friends ko. And kasama yan sa mga topic namin na parang hirap na when your motivation is just to get paid because it's not going to sustain you in the long run eh. Na, nagtatrabaho ka nga para kumita ka ng pera but saan ka naman? Ano yung growth mo, 'di ba? How will you
Mm.
grow in what you're doing if hindi mo naman gusto?
Tsaka
Ah,
makaka-affect din siya sa mental health, 'di ba?
correct. So hindi rin
Mm.
magiging okey yung performance mo, mawawalan ka rin ng trabaho or kliyente.
True.
May isa pa tayong question before we go back to a few more red flags. Paano po manghingi ng increase? Sabi ni Josel Buenafe. Natatawa ako kasi very recent may mga ganyan kaming ano, scenario sa Smart VAs where a team member would actually approach us, and tell us na I think it's time for, an increase of my rate. A tip that I will share with you, it's not a red flag. It's a tip, but it's to answer the question of Joselle. Um, you have to be able to justify the work that you do because a request for an increase can make or break you. And I
Mm.
say make or break you because this team member actually requested for an increase was has been a subject of a client escalation. So parang kami, wait lang, ba't ngayon ka hihingi ng increase? Eh, na-escalate ka nung kliyente mo. Ayusin mo naman yung timing. 'Di ba? You
Dun
have to make
lumabas.
sure correct. Na-judge tuloy siya ng slight. You have to make sure that when you request for that increase, you'd be able to justify the work that you do. And when you request for that increase, the best way to say it is by sharing what you've done. 'Di ba? What you were able to do and what else you can contribute. I've I've learned so much about your business already. We've been working hand in hand and we've seen the improvement of your analytics, for example, for the last 6 months. We were also able to convert 100 leads, for example, in the span of working together. I think it's about time for us to reconsider my rate um, at the moment, or reconsider my rate as I continue to work with you, in my goal to also continue to grow with you. I think the best way to
Mm.
spread things like that is to make it beneficial for both, 'di ba? What you can contribute. And make sure when you request it, kaya mo talaga siyang gawin ha. Kasi again, pwede siyang mag-backfire. Pwede siyang mag-backfire sa'yo. So, yun. I hope, Josel, natakot siya manghingi kasi baka i-let go. Actually, that's true. Totoo yun. Natakot daw siya humingi ng increase kasi daw baka ma-let go siya. That's true. I think for you to avoid that, Josel, pwede mo naman i-mention na if you feel like the time is not right because of factors like the finances of the business, I'd be happy to continue at this rate until we get to revisit it after 3 months. Just put another timeline para din meron kang nilu-look forward to. 'Di ba? If now is not the right time for this request, I hope we can revisit after 3 months. Parang gano'n. So make sure
Yes.
you include that in the closing statement of your request. Um, and ako, conversations like that, ay parang ako mas gusto ko siya sa call kaysa sa email. Parang mas comfortable ako kung sasabihin ko diretso sa client or sa boss ko na baka puwede naman natin i-reassess yung pay ko ulit because of the contributions that I've done and other things that I can do to be of value add to your business. Yan. Meron pa ulit question si Yan ulit. Yan 2024. What can you say po sa video editing skills? Pros and cons. Paisip ako kasi eh. Ang challenge namin ha, and this is Smart VAs coming from an agency with the way that we bill our clients. Ang challenge mo lagi sa video editing is the time of completion
Editing,
video. Oo, yung
completion.
actual time that you spend to edit a video because your clients can either be project-based, meaning per output yung bayad sa'yo, or hourly. Parang yung usapan niyo ng client mo is 20 hours ka a month. So, ang magiging question dun is, if hourly ka, how many videos can you edit? Ayan, sabi nga ni Abdul, si Lexi, time usage. Yun talaga yung concern mo pag video editor ka. If you are paid hourly, kunyari sabihin ng client, okay, may offer for you is 20 hours. Ang tanong sa'yo, how many videos can you edit in 20 hours? And it's hard for you to say, I can edit 5 because you can't say 5 if you don't know what kind of videos you're going to edit. Baka ma-fall ka
Mm.
into a trap na hindi mo malabasan na parang sabi mo 5 videos, bakit 2 lang yung nabigay mo? Ikaw pa yung mali tapos hindi ka babayaran ng kliyente.
Mm.
Tricky yan. Tricky ang video editing. So, mostly, I feel like for direct-to-client video editors, more of project-based siya. And the more projects you have, the more output you're able to submit, the more pay you get.
Mm.
In an hourly tracked partnership or contract with a client, it gets tricky because it depends on the video eh. It depends on the video. But it's a very good skill set. It's hard to find quality video editors, in all honesty. Um, a lot of the video editors that I've seen recently no longer use the Adobe Suite. Iba pa
Yes,
din
and
kapag no, Adobe, no,
oo.
Adi?
Oo, okey din talaga 'yun, and when it comes to video editing, do'n din nga sa sinabi ni Miss Reg, siguro when it comes to output ganyan, manghingi ka ng sample muna sa kanila
Sample.
before ka
Correct.
magbigay ng ano, before ka magbigay ng final hours for example or final rate mo ganyan. So, kailangan talaga nung sample from them kasi 'yun yung gagawin mo, eh, 'di ba? And then siguro kung meron naman na silang past video edits, you can also research for that. And then when it comes to the tools, ang isang advice ko din sa mga video editors kasi ngayon may mga may mga new generation tools na makaka-help sa inyo when it comes to captions, for example.
Correct.
Tapos meron din
Nice.
when it comes to slicing. Tapos when it comes to, for example, sa podcast, may automatic video,
Generate na
video
ng highlights for you,
pacing
no?
na, ganun, oo, di ba? So, utilize yung mga tools na ganun and learn sa mga tools na ganun. May mga kasi may mga video editors na nang mamak ng for example, ay CapCut users ka lang or CapCut user ka lang, ganyan. Or ay CapCut lang yung ginagamit mo or ay ganitong tool lang yung ginagamit mo. Hindi. Kasi as a video editor and also kapag advanced video editor ka na, you can use multiple tools sa advantage nila. And then you can you can combine them all. Like ako for example, ang ginagawa ko
Multiple
sa video
platform, no?
edits. Oo, multiple platform talaga. And then ang final output na lang niya, for example, sa Adobe na lang since mas magkakaroon ka ng mga pag-aayos doon. So parang retouching na lang doon sa Adobe. Pero kapag ka mabilisan, 'di ba? CapCut ganyan or
Para
sa
mas
Splice
mabilis ka
lang.
makasend ng
Oo,
output, which will be beneficial
mabilis
uh,
lang yung ganun.
for you. Yeah. Wait. Alam ko na sa red flag tips tayo, but I love the questions that are coming in. Mabait daw si client, sabi ni Giselle. We'll pray for you. Go, laban mo yung increase request.
Yes.
You deserve it. Ikaw, Giselle, ikaw lang makakaalam how much you deserve that increase. And I'm sure you'd be able
Yes.
to justify. Laban.
Tsaka
That's
lalo
it.
na kapag results based.
Correct.
Kasi kapag
Kayang-kaya mo
talaga
justify.
kaya mo yan.
Yes. Uy, may question ulit sa TikTok. Webcam recommendations po, yung ganyan kalinaw. Sino po sa aming Hindi. The webcam that I'm using right now is
Ayun
actually,
talaga, high-end yan.
hindi. Uy, hindi. Ito lang yung nandun sa laptop ko, which is the MacBook. So,
Yan.
because I used, wait, baka mamaya magalit sa akin si Lenovo. My laptop before I transitioned to Mac was a Lenovo. And nung Lenovo yung gamit ko, yes, Adi, yung share screen mo. Ano yung share ka ba ng webcam mo? Hindi, nag-external ako nun. Bumili ako sa Orange app. Oh, marunong na
Oh.
mag-guide ng mga app. Bumili lang ako sa Orange app, pero hindi ko rin masyado gusto yung resolution. One of the, kung kita yung pores, one of the things that I considered when I transitioned to a Mac was the webcam. Kasi sa role ko sa Smart VAs as COO, madami akong meetings eh. And I used to do discovery calls. So kasama sa requirement na presentable ka. So yes, wala akong external. I use the default webcam of the MacBook. And I think a tip, kailangan maganda yung ilaw mo. I always make sure when I attend meetings or go live, doon ako sa kwarto na maliwanag. Walang makeup, walang filter. Si Adi alam ko may external webcam yan.
Oo.
Anong
Ito
webcam mo?
external webcam. Yung laptop ko kasi wala talaga siyang camera. So yun yung mali ko.
Correct.
Binili ko to eh.
Kaya
Pero
tuwing
okay din.
pagkakita kami, lagi niyang bit-bit yung webcam niya.
Pero okay din kasi mas malinaw to kaysa sa mga internal camera na nakikita ko since yan siya. So share ko na nag-share ng screen. Ayan,
Yan,
ito yung name niya.
Hindi yata nakikita yan
V380.
sa blue app.
Oo, sa Facebook. So,
Sige,
V380
mablock talaga
FHD
tayo,
camera.
Adi.
So, yun. Yan yung camera na yan. Nasa din siya, nasa orange ba?
Alam mo, dapat gumawa na tayo ng product showcase eh. Gagawa na kami ng affiliate basket sa Smart
Para meron
Biz
na tayong
Academy.
basket.
Correct. Gusto niyo ba 'yon? Gagawa kami ng affiliate basket tapos yung mga products na ginagamit namin as a freelancer, lalagay
Yes.
Yes. If wait, sino 'to? 30. 30, I don't know how to pronounce the entire name. 30 na lang kasi
Dedu.
yun yung easy to read. If you want to get the exact link from the Orange app, message us on the Academy and then Adi will respond to you with the link. Pero gagawin na namin yun. Gawa na nga tayo ng ano natin.
Oo, di ba?
The
Kasi
yellow
pwede eh.
basket. Di ba yellow basket yung tawag doon? Yeah. Yes. Sana all fresh. Thank you, Lexi. I know. I know lang talaga. Ilaw lang yan, guys. Lighting is key. promise. 'Pag maganda yung
Yeah.
lighting mo, ang lakas maka-fresh. And then kung naka-Zoom naman kayo, use the filters of Zoom because we
Portrait
love
mode,
Zoom.
yan.
We love Zoom. Oo, yung portrait mode ng Zoom, if updated yung Zoom app nyo, may portrait mode yun. Automatic yung portrait lighting, para kang naka-studio light. Tapos, ang
Mm.
ganda. And it blurs out pores too. Pero ito, we're using StreamYard, as you see. Walang filter si StreamYard, unfortunately. So, kung ano yung itsura namin ni Adi, yan yung totoo itsura. Okay, wait. Do we still have questions? No, thank you, sabi ni 30. Message lang, 30, if you have other questions. Hello to additional people joining our live today. We're talking about red flags of clients. And nakalima na kami, I think. 5 tips na kami ni Adi when it comes to red
Mm.
flags. I think, as I was thinking about it, yun lang din talaga. I think konti lang din yung ginawa ko dun sa content when it comes to red flags ng clients. And since we have a very timely, because si Claude, hi, are you hiring? Claude's question, meron akong isang gustong i-share din na very recent experience at Smart VAs. Claude, yes, we are hiring. Yes, part-time and full-time positions available. Go to becomeasmartva.com. We'll just drop the link. Ako na lang pala. Wait. Let me type it for you para mas madali. Becomeasmartva.com. That is our um, recruitment website. So feel free to check out the open positions there. We have positions that are for pooling, meaning we are interviewing and asking for you to do assessments in advance because we know that we have clients coming in. May we know the rate? Claude, the rate will actually depend on a few things. Number one, if you're full-time or part-time, monthly paid or hourly paid, as we say. And then number two, it depends on your skill set. So for those who may not be familiar with the recruitment process of Smart VAs, you go through the assessments, which are tests. Para ka lang nag-upcut. Seryoso to, para ka talaga nag-upcut Hindi, take the assessment seriously. It's not easy. And then you go through an initial interview. After the initial interview, if you pass the initial interview, which basically focuses on your communication skills, you go through the skill set interview with Adi. The skill set interview measures your skill set level. If you're basic, intermediate, and advanced. Pag na-determine na kung ano yung skill set level mo, that's the only time that we get to identify what offer you'd actually get or kung ano yung rate na makukuha mo. So I can't, as much as I want to say your rate is this or the range is this, it's hard because it depends on your skill set and your skill set level matrix or your skill set level also. Because if you're an SEO VA, let's say, iba yung rate ng SEO VA na basic or beginner sa SEO specialist na advanced.
Mm.
Iba din yung rate ng advanced na video editor sa basic graphics VA. So it's hard. It's a little hard to to answer your question directly. If you want, you can directly message Smart VA's team is the name of the page or our accounts for recruitment, and then maybe we can give you a range from there para specific to your skill set. Yan. I hope that's helpful, Claude. I hope we get to work with you. Alam nyo, yung TikTok lives namin, ang dami na namin nakukuhang applicants sa
Oo.
TikTok live. Nakaka-excite because we get to chat with you guys live through these platforms, not just the Blue app and TikTok. But 'di ba, we get to meet you guys before you even apply so that we can encourage you. Wala na kaming napag-usapan na na red flag for clients. Although, we'll create na lang a recap for you guys of the 5 tips that we mentioned. I do want to say one thing, and I included this in our somehow list of things to discuss for today's live because it's very timely. We had, we have not had. we actually have team members who shared with us that they expected their part-time freelance careers to be easy. Easy. Wait, let me remember. Let me try to refresh myself on the exact term. Parang ang sabi niya, akala ko po kasi since part-time lang ako, magaan lang yung work.
Workload, saktuhan lang.
Oo, yun yung sinabi niya.
Sabi
And
niya.
then, yeah, so there were two team members who spoke to us about ganun yung in-expect nila. As you continue to consider or as you try to transition from your job to working from home, you have to remove that mindset. You have to remove that. That's a red flag for a freelancer. If you feel like easy lang yung work because work from home, if you think no-brainer yung trabaho, it's not. It's not true.
Mm.
Hindi porket work from home ka, madali lang yung ginagawa mo. Kasi kahit wala namang work na madali eh. Kahit anong
Yes.
trabaho yung pasukin mo, meron at merong challenges ka talagang pagdadaanan. So don't ever think na na hindi siya magiging madali or magiging madali lang siya because part-time ka lang naman. So you
Lalo
have
na
to
if part-time or parang freelancer kasi parang nagma-manage siya din sila ng business nila eh.
correct.
Professional service yung ano eh, in-offer nila eh. So parang sila na din naghanap ng client, na sila na din nagma-manage ng client. So mahirap talaga siya na
Oo,
gano'n aside
alam
from
mo,
doing
ma-o-offend
the task.
yung mga freelancers na talagang kumakayod para i-offer yung
Oo,
sarili
tapos
nila.
sasabihin mo,
Ma-offend sila
madali
when
lang.
you say, ang dali lang maging freelancer, ah. It's
Hindi.
not.
Mm.
It's not easy. Baka kaya ka habulin ng red flag na client kasi ganun yung ganun yung mindset mo. And it's funny because as we were talking about this feedback and the leadership team, I told them, alam niyo nung nag-a-apply ako before, kasi I was marketing manager, I was HR, and I was marketing manager before the pandemic happened. So, nung nag-pandemic, ang mindset ko na nun is I'll look for a no-brainer job na pwede kong isabay dun sa pagiging marketing manager from home ko. Kasi sarado yung restaurants, pandemic 'di ba? So, may pay cut, ganyan. So, kailangan ko ng additional job. Sabi ko, maghanap na lang ako ng no-brainer, yung data entry. Bihira yun, Bihira yun. Bihira na yung mga gano'n, no-brainer jobs na part-time na data entry. Swerte mo kung may gano'n ka. Pero sa industry ngayon, hindi na gano'n yung freelance industry. You really have to prove yourself and work hard for the pay that you want. So, yeah, yun lang. And I just wanted to share that as we wrap up the hour. And we are 3 minutes from the schedule or the end of our schedule for today's live. As we wait for more questions, thank you for those who participated. Um, Adi, will you be able to go through the tips that we shared when it comes to clients na red flag before I
Yes.
share my final closing story? Wow.
Alright. So tip number one, of course, yung be careful with clients who ask for too much personal information. So wag kayong magbibigay ng personal information at the onset. And tip number two, be aware of clients who ask for initial payment. So wag kang magbibigay ng money before ka mag-work sa task na yan. So red flag talaga siya. And tip number three, ito, use a trusted platform. So siguro ito, pag sa client, kailangan verified sila or kailangan magkaroon sila ng verification first. And then tip number four naman is be mindful of submitting free work or free task before actually doing the task. So kailangan mag-watermark ka sa mga binibigay mo muna ng resources before ka tanggapin dun sa job na yan. And then tip number five, which is the last thing that we discussed about, is be careful with clients that don't communicate well with you. So kapag nag-work ka na dun sa client na yan, be sure or make sure na nakikipag-communicate din si client sa inyo para ma-build nyo din yung relationship. with each other.
Agree. Thank you for that recap, Adi. I just wanna mention I saw a comment from Glaze also when it comes to the red flag about the um character or personality of a client. I just can't find it right now. I don't know bakit hindi naglo-load lahat ng comments
Ayan,
sa
nag-flash na.
yan, red flag pag medyo demeaning na agad simula pa lang. Oo ha, if a client is rude, at Smart VAs, we've actually said we've ended partnerships with client kapag nagkaroon ng experience yung team member na naging rude si client. So if you work directly with clients and they're rude or demeaning, lalo na kung sa simula pa lang, wag nyo na ituloy because it's not,
Mm.
yes, pwedeng magbabayad naman siya sa'yo, but it's not worth the additional stress. It's not worth the
Stress. Yun
additional
talaga
stress.
yun.
Yan, hindi yan, thank you, Glaze, for that wonderful tip for our viewers for today. Oo, true. True. Mahirap talaga. Especially if you manage your own business as a freelancer alone and wala kang teammates na ma-vent outan about what happened or wala kang kadamay for lack of better
Mm.
term. Medyo mabigat yun dalhin na. And 'di ba, parehas lang 'yan dun sa sinabi natin kanina na you have to love what you're doing for you to be successful in it. Ganun din yun eh. If hindi ka masaya dun sa current client mo, hindi ka din mai-inspire to do good or to submit great work. So, use choose where you spend or dedicate your time to. Dun sa mas
Yes.
worth it. Yan. And then last story as we wrap up this weekend's live session. At Smart VAs, we actually have team members who also have clients outside Smart VAs, right? We don't restrict naman our team members for other opportunities that they can have outside Smart VAs as long as um, their performance at Smart VAs is at par with the expectation. So, syempre, kailangan yung trabaho mo sa Smart VAs, maayos pa din mo nagagawa, di ba? And this person told me, she actually had a client outside that she created 2 months worth of content for. So, SOCMED to. 2 months worth of content.
Wow, 2 months.
Um, and they agreed that she will get paid. May contract ha. May kontrata as in legit na na contract.
Mm.
Um, na she will get paid at the end of the month. 2 months na, alam niyo hindi pa rin siya binabayaran, MIA na. Ang sabi nung client niya sa kanya, ano daw, wala pa daw kasing pera yung org. But that's so unfair, 'di ba? Parang sabi mo, babayaran
Oo.
mo kung ginawa ko yung trabaho. You know what she did? She deleted the Canva file. She deleted what she submitted.
Kaso baka
Sayang.
na-download na.
Yun, hindi, pero nagalit yung client eh. So feeling
Okay.
ko hindi na download. Nagalit yung client sa kanya na parang she's very unprofessional daw. Pwede ka nga nagbayad eh. 'Di ba?
Oo.
So, yeah, kahit may kontrata, pwede pa rin na hindi ka bayaran ng client. And, 'di ba, sometimes even if we consider the red flags, balik tayo sa relationships, which is everyone's favorite topic, 'di ba, kahit naman you watch out for the red flags, sometimes hindi mo rin maiiwasan na you experience unfortunate events. Unfortunate na mga client experiences na ganyan. We just have to learn from it talaga.
Mm.
Take extra precaution when you do work for clients na hindi prepaid. At Smart Base kasi, the clients actually pay in advance. And that's how we are able to make sure that we don't give out free work. But if you're direct to client, sometimes it's hard to require them to pay you in advance, especially if you're working for them for the first time because paano kung ikaw pala yung nang scam? Binayaran ka tapos wala kang sinabmit. So they have to also be careful. Yun. I just wanted to share that as we wrap up today's live because kahit may kontrata, kahit batik kang freelancer ka na, ang tagal-tagal mo na 'tong ginagawa, kahit alam mo kung paano mag-check ng verified accounts as clients, um, meron at meron pa din talagang
Mm.
magte-take advantage at manloloko hangga't yun yung hanap buhay nila. So I just hope that as you continue your freelance journey or start your journey as a freelancers, we all be blessed with clients that would actually do everyone good or do you good in
Yes.
your journey. Mas unprofessional yung hindi nagbayad. Correct. I agree. Sabi ni Glaze. I agree. So alam mo naawa ako dun sa team member namin na yun na nagkukuwento siya kasi enrollment yun. Yun yung enrollment time. Sabi niya, Miss Reg, grabe, inasahan namin yung bayad na yun kasi mag-e-enrollment na. So, it's sad talaga na as freelancers, we get to experience things like this. So, as you continue your journey, 'di ba? Share your experiences on platforms that you know na maraming freelancers who will learn from you. And that's why I shared
Yes.
kanina where we were starting. I follow a lot of freelancers, mga vlogs nila, yung mga shorts nila I watch the posts that they actually put out because I also learn from them. So if you
Mm.
have even if you don't have a big audience, 'di ba? I hope that we be encouraged to help other freelancers then in their journey. So create a post, make it public, share it to groups, create a video, make it public, yan, share it wherever available para then we get to help each other out because this is an industry or this is something that we do all together despite being competitors in a way. Alagaan natin tong industry na to because ito yung bumubuhay sa atin as freelancers. So, I hope today's live
Yes.
helpful kahit nagta-transition tayo from the topic to another topic to answering questions. And just to share, we go live every other Wednesday on TikTok at
TikTok.
12:30, mga ganun, 12:30 in midnight we do our
Midnight.
co-working session. So if you're a freelancer and you work at night, abangan nyo kami every other Wednesday. So next Wednesday, we're going to go live on TikTok. Co-work with us ang tawag namin doon if you want
Yes.
to just join us and work para lang may kachika ka habang nag-work ka. We'd be happy for you to join us. And we have a course, just to share for Smart Vase Academy, we have a course launching on the 21st of September.
Yes. We're
Oh, we have a new
excited.
course. We're very excited to share more information. So please follow our social media platforms. This is again a new course. It's not a new skill set, but it's a new course that's not available right now. So just a recap: we have how to become a VA, which is a free course that covers the basics of becoming a freelancer, whether in an agency or not. um and then for paid courses, specialized courses, we have social media, how to become wait, that's not the right title. What's the right title, Adi? We have a course for 'di ba? We have a course for
Social media management.
days by Coach Miguel, who is a tried and tested social media VA based on his personal business here in the Philippines, and he's now the senior project leader of Smart VAs. We also have the podcast editing course by Coach Glaze. So if you don't know Coach Glaze, she has been commenting on our live platforms, and she's very open in coaching you guys, getting to know you guys and grow and personally really helping you in your journey as podcast editors and podcast managers. So her podcast editing course is available on our platform at smartvsacademy.com. And then lastly, of course, you have yours truly, hindi yours truly, siya yun. His truly, hindi si Adi. Coach Adi has his web design and
And
management course.
management
If
course.
you're on the techie side, if IT graduate ka or nakapag-HTML ka before, feeling mo bet na bet mong mag-design ng web pages or mag-manage ng web pages, si Coach Adi naman yung course niya is available. And on September 21, abangan nyo in the next few days, mag-release na kami ng comms kung ano yung course
Yes.
na launch namin. And by October, meron ulit kaming bagong course na naka-line up. So we are growing as an organization that aspires to continue to help freelancers and aspiring freelancers. Again, start with, if you are starting from scratch, as in no experience, yes, may pa-background do'n. Alam na alam mo 'pag ano, umaga medyo um, start with how to become a VA, which is our free course. It's free, walang hook, promise, walang hidden charges. It's really genuine intention of us helping you know where to start. Um, so join our free course, and then we have our Facebook communities. Once you enroll in a course, you get to be added to our Facebook community so that we can personally coach you and answer questions that you may have. I think that's it, Adi. Did I forget anything?
I think that's all since we also shared the courses that we have. So just join Smart Face
Oh,
Academy and
may pahabol yung birthday boy natin eh. Ang tagal mo naman mag-comment, BK. Ba't ngayon ka lang nagtanong? Brent, happy birthday, BK. Oh, may like
happy
shout
birthday, BK.
sa isa naming social media manager na graduate ng Smart VAs Academy, by the way. Isa sa mga success stories ng Smart VAs
Yes.
Academy na si BK. Again, share ko lang, kakagising lang daw niya, kakagising lang ng birthday boy. Si BK na-reject to sa Smart VAs. He applied, he got rejected, he took the social media management course sa Smart VAs Academy, and then he applied again, and that's how he was actually able to secure his spot, and now he's handling multiple clients and a Smart VA's platform for social media as well. Ang tanong niya, paano pag only revision si client? Depends if it's part of your package. If kasama sa agreement nyo na
Mm-mm.
talagang gagawa ka ng only revisions, then you have to. You have to do it. But you have to be clear then on the parameters of the work that you do. So if you have, hello, Chubbs, ito na naman tayo. Alam mo, ganito kami lagi. Yung kapag patapos na yung live, tsaka dumadami yung
Ang dami ng ano.
engagement, dumadami yung viewers. I wish we could stay pa and extend. But we hope to see you on Wednesday. But that's at 12:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Technically, Thursday na yun, no? Thursday,
Mm-mm.
12:30.
Thursday, 12.
Thursday ng madaling araw. Co-work with us on TikTok. And then our next Blue App and TikTok Live. Um, sa September 21 as we launch our new course. So, see you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Merry Christmas!
Enjoy!
Over
Yes,
na.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
September.
Christmas. Bye.
Have a
Thank you,
great day.
guys.
Bye bye.